Alright guys, so this is gonna be my first time making some shower steamers. Well, okay, probably not my first time, it's my second time making shower steamers. Like, no joke. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, because this is gonna be a new product that I'm gonna be bringing in. So I'm getting out my cornstarch. Definitely have that. You know, I've been watching a few different ways to make them, and one calls for like the oven, and the other one calls for dry ingredients, which, you know, that whole thing. Don't use pickle. Alright, where is my... So I do have a citric acid. I should prize a lid off on the citric acid. So I do have a citric acid, so that does make it actually fizzy. The citric acid does make it fizzy. Okay, so I have my cornstarch and my baking soda. It was baking soda, right? Oh, so the first time that I made these, they actually worked out really, really great. I'm not gonna lie, they were super cool, except for the fact, and I did use them. I used them, and they smelled amazing. It was like having a spa in your shower, like no joke. But the problem is that the color changed on them and made them green to go with my eucalyptus and peppermint, and then it just didn't stick well. So yeah, trying to find, that's more cornstarch. Where's my baking soda? Aww. Okay, gonna find that. So I did find my baking soda. So the next thing that we have to do is it's a cup of baking soda. So I need a measuring spoon. I'm going to use this as I dig through stuff and trying to find a cup. Bananas. Okay, so I thought I had more baking soda than this. Alright, so I'm going to take my baking soda. I'm going to put my dry ingredients in first. And we're going to put this in here. And so basically, like with a shower steamer, guys, what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and add in my cornstarch. I know that I'm totally, like, I use people's recipes. Don't get me wrong, but then I kind of just go off and do my own thing. That's me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in a little bit of cornstarch. And everybody's going to be like, Era. I'm going to do, hold on, that's ounces. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do 1/4 of a cup on this, which is what I'm going to do here. Alright, so I have that as I'm making a hot mess. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there as well. And we have our dry ingredients. So now I need to stir that. Again, I'm going to grab a fork. You know, everybody uses like their own thing. I'm going to go ahead and just stir this around in here. People are going to be like, Era, what are you doing? Ooh. Someone said you can definitely, it's a tortilla, it's a quesadilla smell. Anyways, so I do have my muffin tin going on right here. So basically I'm going to slowly add water to this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to create a kind of like a little moist texture. So let me grab a cup here of water. You guys, this is what happens when you make DIY videos, like honestly. And this is a different recipe than what I'm used to. So a lot of people are going to be like, what's up with you? So I'm going to slowly add this in here. Of course, it's going to thicken up. I want to get it to a consistency where it's a little bit like, you know, kind of mushy. So, because it's going in the oven, right? It's going in the oven. That's kind of like weird to me. And then at the very end, that's when we're going to add our essential oils. Because I was like, when am I adding my essential oils here? Because you don't want to put anything that you're using as far as a stove and all that jazz. This is really thick to stir. Anything that you're using, and the fork works amazing. You don't have to have special utensils. I'm just going to throw that out there to you right now. Anytime you put essential oils in the oven, what happens? They're going to evaporate. So you want to make sure that you put them in after You can put them in before on some items, but they have to reach a certain temperature for it to actually stick and the scent stays. So between my candle making and my body butters and all that jazz, this is a little bit different. So this is something kind of new to me. It's something kind of cool. I'm super excited. Love it. So now I have a nice consistency going on here. So what I want to do is I'm going to fill up my 10 pans. I'm going to put them in my oven. My oven is set at 350 degrees. You put them in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Again, this is, I've seen everybody do it differently. Again, and you know what? It's a trial and error. It's an experiment. If you guys are ready to be scientists with me, hello. Because that's literally what it takes to be a scientist, and I like the consistency of this. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slide that way, and I did decide to use this one right here. Ah, come on, George. There we go. So it does have the pour on it, so it makes it a little bit easier to pour. And I'm only gonna fill them so far. I don't want to fill them up too much. I had stuff right there. So I'm filling it into my muffin tin right now. Would you guys like to see that? Sorry, I have my camera positioned just perfect. Ooh, I think I need to run. Okay. And we're just gonna pour these in like so. And the cool thing about shower steamers, guys, the ones that I did make before, like I love them, don't get me wrong. Okay, so I'm running a little bit short as far as what I needed. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some more baking soda so I can go ahead and fill these up. And I plan on making at least, because my little 10 is a little bit small, so it's like 6 right there. So again, come on. I thought I had more baking soda, guys. Like, no joke. Which is gonna make me sad because I'm gonna have to go get some more. There are certain ingredients when you guys are making these that you really want to make sure that you have enough of. And holy bananas, I'm gonna come down to the very end. But that's okay. We'll just make a store run. I'm gonna go ahead and add my cornstarch as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a hot mess over here. and stir this up again. So I plan on making a few batches of these. I do have the adhesive packages for these that I did get on Amazon, guys, which I find like getting these on Amazon, the packages are really, really awesome there. I like them, good price. They work out really great. And again, I'm stirring. A lot of people are gonna be like, Era, don't do DIYs anymore. You know what? Until you get it down just right, it really just takes time. It really does take some time to get your thing going. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna pour this one in, and I have this one right here. And I made just enough because I need to fill this one up a little bit more. And that one as well. This one's looking a little short, so we'll finish it off with that one. All right, cool beans. Measurements. I suck at measurements, FYI. So I'm gonna fix this as far as my little cupcake doodads, and I'm gonna make sure they're sitting in there just right. That is what I'm doing right now. FYI, guys, welcome to HandMadends. If you guys are new to our show, if you guys are new to us, please let me know in the comments. If you guys are liking some DIY videos, please let me know that as well. If you guys are following us on our blog, we love doing our blog. We have a lot of fun doing that, trying out different restaurants and things of that sort. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these bad boys and I'm gonna put them in the oven for 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the goal. Set my timer. And we'll see what happens. Dun dun dun. While we're waiting here, does anybody have a business journal? Number one thing, if you're going to have a business, the one thing that I would highly recommend is having a business journal. Write down everything. Write down your goals, write down your passions, write down the things that you're looking forward to, the things that you want to make. Honestly, like, I have tons of little stickies and papers inside here. I have tons of things that I have written and gone through, and I have check off lists like no other. Like, that's just me though. And this is how I kind of keep track of my progress. I also keep track of the things that I want, or the things that I would like to make, or the things I'd like to add to the store. So this handy dandy little book with a fabulous pen, doesn't have to be anything fancy, could be whatever, but you know, this helps me keep track of things. It also helps me keep track of what customers are looking for from me. So customers like certain colors, or they're looking for a certain type of item that they want to see made a little bit differently. And I make notes of that in my book, and of course I am a big journal person. I also follow a lot of different people as far as influencers who help motivate and get you going. Rachel Hollis, whoop, whoop, love her. Just discovered her. If you guys haven't read Girl Wash Your Face or Girl Stop Apologizing, I highly recommend that you do read that. Get it on audio if you're driving a long distance like I do every single day. Like, I have 2 hours that I literally spend in my car, and that's not to mention the extra stops outside of that. So get it on audio if you want to. It will help you amazingly. Love her books. A couple of other people that she recommends that you guys listen to are really awesome as well, and I would suggest that as well. If you guys are on Instagram, find these guys on Instagram as well as Facebook, as well as all over the place on social media, which is where every business is usually at. So just like us, we have a Twitter account, we have Facebook, and we have Instagram, and we also have our YouTube page. So the beeping sound that you just heard was basically my oven reaching 350 degrees. I probably should have waited for that to begin with, but again, I'm Era, and I kind of just go off and do my own thing. Something that's going to be coming back this winter, let me show you. Coming back this winter is our fun fire starters, guys. These fire starters are amazing. They do have a wax bottom. They are also a really cool decorative piece, I'm not going to lie. They smell really, really great. Throw these in your fire. Don't go and get yourself a thing of fire starters. I'm gonna tell you why. Because these smell amazing. And guys, like, honestly, they're $1. They're $1. That's how much I sell them for. Oh my gosh. So if you get 10 of them, and these guys, you only need at least one of them to start your fire. Don't worry about the wax getting in your fireplace, because it won't. I know a lot of people were thinking that in the beginning. I honestly did these last winter to test them out to see. I do have a full-blown like fire wood burning fireplace, that's what I'm trying to say here, and I didn't have any issues with it. So, and I have some that are going to be drizzled with the wax that are super cute. They have like the blue, and they smell like Christmas. So guys, look for these coming in the next few months. This is one that I have. Of course I kept it because it did crack. The other ones that I actually literally went live and did a show where I had these, and I had about 20, and they sold out within the first, I don't know, 5 minutes of my show. So people were giving them away as gifts, and they still smell like Christmas. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So keep up with me. You know, maybe we'll do, if you guys are interested in more DIYs, if you guys are looking for DIYs, I could do a DIY on this, but you guys gotta subscribe, and you guys need to leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys want to learn how to make these. I think they're super awesome. They're really, really cute, and they work really great as far as starting fire. This one's actually a decorative piece in my house. I mean, it'll probably go up for winter this year. Just gonna say that right now. It'll be in a winter thing. So yeah, we're just waiting our 15 minutes. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh my gosh. Okay, so by the way, I have a ton of yarn. I have a full house out there that has a ton of yarn, which is where I do all of my shows and stuff like that. I have yarn in my house. My kids have craft stuff, which I'm actually taking some of my daughter's craft stuff, which I cannot wait, because there's some of the things I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna make it, you know? I'm gonna make it. But on top of that, I've taken over certain sections of the house. I have a cabinet. So this is all my candle making, my sugar scrubs, my body butter making supplies, all of my essential oils, all of my room sprays. This is the section, and when I start busting this out, which is usually on a weekend because I can't do it during the week, and the reason being is because, like, honestly, if I'm trying to do this during the week, it is a hot mess in the kitchen. So I have to go through and clean everything. I have to sterilize my countertops. I have to, you know, kind of go through and sterilize all of my products and make sure everything is up to par, which is what you should be doing. So, and especially when I'm making my my roomy beads, which if you guys want to learn how I make these, I will do a DIY on that too. I mean, if you guys want to see how that rolls, which is super cool. It's really fun. But yeah, so I think I have at least one part of the house in every even including my son's room where I have craft supplies. It's kind of a bad thing. But okay, whatever. It's all good. So yeah, so we're gonna wait on these guys and we'll see what happens when we pull them out. We should be able to add our essential oils after they're done. We're gonna pop them in the fridge for a little bit and then we're gonna go ahead and bag them and get them ready. So that way that scent doesn't escape. So we don't want the scent to escape. We don't want to, because basically you want the scent to stay. So if it's in a tight sealed bag, it's going to stick with it. And that's what we're gonna do. Yep. All right. So I have pulled these bad boys out of the oven, and now I'm about to add my essential oils, which is a peppermint eucalyptus mix. And I don't have the drops one, okay? So don't judge. But these are gonna be extra yummy, so I just have to be really careful as I'm pouring it. The other thing that I didn't do with these guys is I'm not gonna put them in the refrigerator, but these are gonna be nice and strong. So I'm gonna let the scent soak in there, and then I'll go ahead and pop them out of their tins. Oops, I missed one. I'll pop them out of their tins, and then I'll go ahead and wrap them. And of course, like most of my stuff, I have people who I just select randomly who are my testers for these, and they basically get an awesome surprise. I love my testers. So, yeah, seems pretty easy, right? I don't know. But